Oh, good evening, my people. Good evening. I thought I would just do a little spontaneous live stream. I've got a few hours left of the old StreamYard before it renews, and I think I might just do a live stream, just do a spontaneous, just off the cuff, to give you my thoughts on the dark corner of YouTube. You know, the sort of issues that are floating around at the moment. Let me say good evening to the Leo Stallman recording, fantastic guitar player, singer, songwriter. Nice to see you, Leo. Very quick into the live stream chat there, I must say. Hope you're doing well with the music, sir. Keeping up the good work. And yeah, I think I might have a. Well, I don't know. I won't speak too soon. I think I've got a possible singer to go into the studio to record the song I've been trying to get sorted out. Lyrics and music are done. Just got to get the singer in there. I'm talking to somebody at the moment about who possibly will be recording the song. That'll be coming up soon. But anyway, this is as I say, just a spontaneous live stream. We'll talk about some of the issues that are floating about on YouTube. We'll wait and see if we get a few more people come into the live stream chat and see if we get a few people in the maybe ghosting or whatever. If you need any help with the lyrics, just let me know. Yeah, no, I've already done the lyrics. I've done them ages ago, Leo. It's just that it was a singer. I've had a lot of complications with trying to get a singer for the song for various reasons, but it'll happen. It'll happen sooner or later. Hopefully sooner, because this has been dragging on for quite a while. It's been dragging on for quite a while, and yeah, we're going to talk about some of the issues floating about on the dark corner of YouTube. Crazy, isn't it? Crazy, this dark corner of YouTube. Yeah, it is very dark, isn't it? Oh, sorry for laughing there. Yeah, you got to have a laugh as well. But we're going to discuss a few of the current issues that are floating about at the moment on YouTube. What I do, Leo, is between you and me, I don't like to mention people's names. You know, like name dropping, because that's like clout chasing, isn't it? But I will mention some of the key issues at the moment that are going on and my thoughts on it. My thoughts, yeah. I mean, look, one of the things at the moment I've noticed, like, yeah. I mean, I look at YouTube as an entertainment platform, social media platform. You've got all sorts of channels, isn't you? People doing crime genre, loads of music all over YouTube, music, spirituality, hobbies. There's tons and millions of different things going on. Good evening to Paul C. Fantastic music mixer from from Middlesbrough. Middlesbrough, fantastic place in the northeast. Very tough place is that South Bank. Hope you're doing well, Paul C. Keeping up the music mixing. So I've got the two music guys in the live stream chat. That's great news because we are for the music people, aren't we, on this channel? But I'm just doing something different tonight. I'm just sharing my thoughts, generalised thoughts, and some of the issues floating about on YouTube. And what I find being that YouTube is as I say, got millions of channels, and it's like social media platform. You've got like lots of music. You've got like you get like crime genre channels. You've got hobbies. There's all sorts of stuff like keep fit, singing, dancing. There's everything, isn't there? You've got everything on YouTube, yeah. But one of the things, one of the things I don't think should be on YouTube is why do people, especially on the dark corner of YouTube, the dark corner of YouTube. But why do people feel obliged to bring on their offline, personal, say, family issues onto YouTube? Yeah, have you ever heard anything like that in your life? Have you? Listen, this is a social media platform, yeah, and you've got people going back and forth, um, having a go at each other about things that are not anybody's business. I'm talking about people going back and forth, having a go at each other, etc., about issues that shouldn't even be on YouTube. People's sort of family issues and all that is their business. Their business offline, off YouTube, right? Why do people want to be whacking up their own personal offline family issues on a social media platform to argue back and forth with people? I don't understand that. Whose business is it of anybody? Whose business is it that what people are doing off YouTube in their daily lives with their families? That's their business, isn't it? Why do people have to come onto YouTube and justify their selves, etc., on YouTube? Oh, I can't make this out. Why do people feel obligated to go into YouTube and start discussing their off YouTube family business? You know, their business and their personal life, their off YouTube lives. YouTube is just an app. It's an app for coming on to do stuff on your channel, etc., etc. It's not a thing where people have to go and start justifying, explaining their offline personal family life and business. Yeah, this is I can't believe this, to tell you the truth. I don't make it out. I don't make it out, like, you know. I can't make it out, I should say. It's a bit like, how can I put it? Oh, well, it's worse than the Jerry Springer show, isn't it? You know, the one that used to be on TV? You know, the one that got taken off in it, mainstream TV, for being for being like unscrupulous, you know, unscrupulous, very, very toxic, negative stuff, wasn't it? You know, the Jerry Springer show? That got took off, like, and yet we see on the dark corner of YouTube that people are now actually talking about their off YouTube family, personal, business and lifestyle or whatever, and they're bringing it onto YouTube, back and forth. Well, the message I've got for people who are doing that is, why are you doing it? Why are you doing it? What business is it of anybody on YouTube what you're doing in your offline with your family, your personal business off YouTube? That is your life. That is your life. Your personal business. Why do you feel you need to come onto YouTube and start these people arguing back and forth about their offline personal family lives and business, which is nothing to do with YouTube? I can't understand that. I can't understand that, like. But then again, if people choose to do that, who am I to say they can't? But what I'm saying is, I can't understand that. I can't get my head around it. Why would people want to do that? I'm not interested in anybody's business. You know what I mean? Like, You know, like, well, what's it got to do with what's it got to do with us? What other people do uh, off YouTube in their own uh, life, their own life, and it's none of your business. It's none of our business. That's what I think anyway. I don't know what you think about that. I don't know what you think about that. I mean, I don't know if it's got a lot to do with this YouTube, this like clout chasing stuff and all that, clicks and views and all that. But I don't know. Why would people want to do that? Talk about that sort of stuff on YouTube. You know what I mean? Like, don't understand that. Don't understand that at all. Like, yeah, had a busy day today. Like, I do a bit of volunteering and all that. I had to set up the lunch for the over 50s for a voluntary organisation in London, Scots Care. Very good, isn't it? Helping Scots in London. And I was setting up all the tables, getting the food ready and all that. It's a bit of a social event, like, So I'd done that, came back, and then I went down the gym in the afternoon for a workout. I had a nice workout session in the gym. Then I thought tonight, I had a few hours left on the StreamYard, and I thought, well, I'll do a spontaneous live and just talk about, some of the issues on YouTube. Good evening to Sean Wayne. How are you doing, sir? Hope all is well there in the lovely Republic of Ireland. Keep that allotment going and keep cooking all them lovely meals. Lovely meals. And yeah, as I was saying, I'm just talking about in general, making a few sort of issues. I'll mention this thing. I don't really like mentioning names to do the clout chasing and all that. But everybody has had the sort of tuppence worth, the tuppence worth, two penny worth about the guy, the guy who he lent some money, didn't he? He lent some money. I think this is how it started, didn't it? You know what I'm talking about here, don't you? You got the Welsh fella, like the Welsh fella. Apparently he's in dispute at the moment with a guy who he lent some money to, and this is just my take on it. This is my take on it. Yeah. Right. So look the goodness of this guy's heart. Yeah, he's lent the guy from Wales. We call him the guy from Wales. Yeah, the guy from Wales lent some money to another guy. The guy from Liverpool. We'll keep it like that. Was it Liverpool? I think. Or it might be Birkenhead, something like that. It's one of the places, Merseyside, yeah. So the guy from Wales, out of the goodness of his heart, to help out this guy from Merseyside, yeah, he lent him some money, and I think it started out as a loan. This is my take on things. Like, it started out, he lent him a sum of money. Then what happened is the guy from Merseyside, yeah, he paid back some money. I don't know the exact figures, but you already know the detail. But anyway, I'll keep it in general terms. So the guy from Merseyside paid back some of the money that was borrowed, some of it, but not all of it. Then when the guy from Wales, who was very kind enough to lend the guy from Merseyside some money, said to him, look, I want the rest of the outstanding loan, because we had an agreement that you were going to pay me back all the money in a certain time, a certain amount of time and a schedule. And the guy from Merseyside, got behind with the payments, And when the guy from Wales said, well, look, I need that money because I've got other commitments. I need that money to pay for other things. then the guy from Merseyside, he went a bit sort of, how can I put it? He went a bit, this is verbally, he went a bit nasty. Nasty is the word I would use. He went a bit nasty with the guy from Wales and said something along the lines of, this was on a live stream, I think, or on a video. He said, "Well, I'm not going to pay you that." Well, it was a bit X-rated. There was a few profanities thrown in there, you know, a few swear words. He said, "No, I'm not going to pay you that back. The rest of the outstanding balance of the loan." Then he says to the guy from Wales, yeah, you know, the guy who lent this guy from Merseyside the money. Yeah, he said to the guy from Wales, "Look, I'm not paying you back that money because the money, and I'm going to do this on the laws of probability. We'll talk about the laws of probability a bit more in a moment. But so he says to the guy, the guy from Wales who kindly lent the money out of the kindness of his heart, yeah, to lend them the money. I think it was just before Christmas or something like that. And he said, I'm not going to pay you back that outstanding amount. Yeah, the outstanding amount, which is still owed, because it was not a loan. This is what this guy from Merseyside said. He said it wasn't a loan. And he came out with this sort of story, about, sorry for laughing, yeah. There's no funny this, but he came out with a story about this money, right? The money he's received from the guy from Wales was not a loan. It was a payment for carrying out five jobs, 5 tasks or whatever, and it involved five people from YouTube, probably the dark corner of YouTube, somewhere in amongst the dark corner of YouTube. He said that the loan, which the guy from Wales said he gave the guy from Merseyside a loan. The guy from Merseyside now said that it wasn't a loan. I was paid to carry out 5 jobs on various people on the dark corner of YouTube, different channels, etc. And he had, I think he said, the guy from Merseyside said he had carried out. Now, this, if I've got this wrong, you know, I'll just put in a disclaimer at the moment. It was something like he had done 3 jobs, but 2 of the jobs of the 5 jobs, yeah, he wouldn't do 2 of them for various reasons. Something about one was a woman, one was a lady, and one was a guy with he's got his family's there, so he wouldn't do that. But he'd carried out 3 jobs, I think, and he said that the reason why he's not paying back the other outstanding balance is because he had already done 3 jobs, but he wouldn't do the other 2. Right, so he's keeping some money because he wanted to be paid for the 3 jobs. Yeah, and what he'd done was he paid back the guy from Wales some money, which he is saying that money he paid him back is because he never done 2 of the 5 jobs. Now, the question we have to ask here is, what was the jobs? You know, what was the jobs? That would be interesting to know. I think what happened next is that the guy from Merseyside, because the guy from Wales, let's just say, while this is going on, the guy from Wales and the guy from Merseyside are going back and forth on YouTube, you know, like on live streams, community posts, and there's like they were giving out 2 sides of the story. The guy from Wales felt the injured party, we should say, cash-wise, as he has went to the police to report a crime. He's perfectly within his rights if he thinks that he has had a crime made against him by the non-payment of the loan, and somebody saying that they're not going to pay the money back. Then that is for the the police to investigate as to whether it is an actual criminal offence. We'll come on to a bit more about that in a moment. But so what happened then is the guy from Merseyside, he came out with this thing about the 5 jobs, the 5 jobs. And then he says, I am going to play various voice notes, and you will hear the fella from Wales talking about these 5 jobs. Well, I heard some of the voice notes in that, and what I take from the voice notes, what was said in the voice notes, I have to say that the fellow from Merseyside, what he actually done when he played the voice notes, the guy from Merseyside, he only played part of the voice notes. In other words, he only played the guy from Wales, the fella from Wales who lent him the money, because the fella from Wales said it was a loan, a straightforward loan. There wasn't any procurement or purchase of doing 5 jobs to get this money. It was a loan. He is very, very adamant, is the fellow from Wales, that he was giving him a loan from the kindness of his heart, with a schedule and a timetable to pay the loan back in full. And he was assured by the fellow from Merseyside that he would pay back the loan and keep to the terms of the loan agreement. But that never happened. Now, what happened is, with these voice notes, when you hear the fellow from Wales talking, you do not hear the other side of the conversation. In other words, you do not hear the fellow from Merseyside talking. It's only the answers or whatever. Now, what that leads, in all probability, and I'm being totally neutral here. I am being totally neutral and just giving you my view on this. In all probability, listening to those voice notes, that the guy from Wales was had leading questions that were put to him, and loaded questions, and it sounds, how can I put it? It is not what it sounds. In other words, the guy from Merseyside is trying to make the guy from Wales look as if he had actually gave him money to procure his services to carry out 5 jobs. But in all probability, because we only hear the one side of the voice notes, it looks as if, in all probability, this is not the case. This is not the case. The guy from Wales, in all probability, did not give this guy from Merseyside money to carry out any jobs. There's no proof whatsoever that this is the case, and it looks as if the guy from Merseyside was trying to intimate that was the case, when indeed, in all probability, it does not stand up to scrutiny. It does not stand up to scrutiny. Yes, it does not stand up to scrutiny at all. Yeah. Now, this is just, in all probability, what I think is actually happened. Yeah. This is the sort of coming to the conclusion of this. You know the conclusion, right? You see the guy from Wales, out of the kindness of his heart, lent the money to the guy from Merseyside for whatever reasons. You know, for whatever reasons, the loan. The guy from Merseyside asked for the loan, and the guy from Wales gave him a loan, and he gave him the terms and conditions, you know, the schedule to pay back the loan, and he was assured by the guy from Merseyside that he would pay back the loan. Now, what happened is, this is what I think happened. This is what I think happened before it all went pear-shaped. Between both of them. The guy from Merseyside paid back some of the loan, right? And then he fell behind with the payments. You know, he fell behind with the payments. And the guy from Wales, he needed the outstanding balance, because he said he had commitments and he needed the money to do things, you know. He needed it to buy things and pay bills or whatever, and he was perfectly entitled to push him to say, "Come on, you've got to pay the rest of the outstanding balance. I've helped you out, and I want the rest of the cash which I've loaned you." The guy from Merseyside felt he was rubbed up the wrong way. He didn't like it. He didn't like getting a reminder. And in all probability, the story about the 5 jobs, that was a fantasy. It was made up. In all probability, it was made up. There's nothing to prove that he was paid to do 5 jobs. We don't even know what the jobs were about or anything like that. There's no details. And in all probability, in all probability, it was made up so as an excuse as not to pay back the outstanding balance to the guy from Wales, who, we might add, lent that money from the kindness of his heart to do the guy a favour around about the Christmas time. Yeah. So so basically what we have here, yeah. This is in all probability, I may add, in all probability, the guy from Wales, yeah, lent the money out of the goodness of his heart, out of the kindness of his heart, to the guy from Merseyside who asked for a loan. And the guy from Merseyside, halfway paying back the loan or whatever, couldn't keep up with the payments, you know, the terms and conditions of the loan, couldn't keep on schedule, and he felt he was rubbed up the wrong way, and he came up with this story about the 5 jobs, which there is no proof coming from the guy from Merseyside about the 5 jobs. And in all probability, that was an excuse as to not pay the money back, the outstanding part of the loan. Now, to me, which further enhances the guy from Wales is telling the truth. What really highlights that the guy from Wales is telling the truth is, well, there's a few things, yeah. And number one is that the guy from Wales actually received some of the loan paid back from the guy from Merseyside before the guy from Merseyside threw a wobbler when he couldn't keep up the payments and decided that, well, I'm not going to pay the rest of it back. I'm not going to pay the rest of it back. And this story, like of the 5 jobs, in all probability, I may add, this is just in probability, in all probability, because there's no proof of it, in all probability that this story about the 5 jobs was fabricated. It was fabricated. It's not true. It's not true in all probability. So there you have it. There you have it there. Yeah, you have it there. That, yeah, in all probability, we will use the word probability, in all probability, the evidence shows that the guy from Wales, yeah, you know the guy from Wales, yeah, lent the money out of the kindness of his heart round about the Christmas period or whenever it was, after getting various reasons for why the guy from Merseyside needed the money. He felt sorry for him. He felt sorry for the guy from Merseyside. He felt sorry for him, and he gave him quite a substantial amount of cash loans. Bearing in mind that you don't really know the guy from Merseyside, just talking like on YouTube or whatever. So came across with quite a chunk of cash, like, to help the guy out. So what we say there is, to recap, that the guy from Merseyside did pay back some of the money. So this just goes to show you, right, that this thing about the 5 jobs and all that, it does not stand up to scrutiny. It doesn't stand up to scrutiny. It looks like when the guy from Merseyside couldn't keep up with the payments, the guy from Wales gave him a little push, saying, come on, I need the rest of the balance, because I've got things to pay for. I've got outstanding bills, etc. I need that cash. And we had an agreement to pay me back in a certain timetable. Yeah, and you're behind in payments. The guy from Merseyside got rubbed up the wrong way. He got rubbed up the wrong way. Didn't like it? He didn't like that, and he just, yeah, he had the hump and thought, that's it, I'm not paying you back. But it's all went pear-shaped, because now what we had in effect at the beginning, if you look at this, how can I put it? Coolly and calmly, this thing shouldn't have escalated if the guy from Wales, if the guy from that was a mistake there. It shouldn't have escalated if the guy from Merseyside said to the guy from Wales, look, sorry about that, I'm behind on the payments because I've got other things going on, and I'm going to be a bit late. It's going to be a bit later, but I'm going to pay you the remaining balance. I'm going to pay you the remaining balance. I'm going to start up the payments again, bit by bit, and I will pay it. The guy from Wales might not have been happy because he's getting his money later rather than sooner, and he needed it. But he would have thought, well, I'm going to get it, and nothing. This whole sort of dispute would not have blown up to the level it is at the moment. Because now, as far as I am aware, I think it's in the hands of the police. The police. Probably, I would advise the injured party. The guy from Wales. I would advise him himself personally not to talk about it, comment on YouTube, because that could possibly prejudice his case. You know what I mean? If the police are investigating, the guy from, what can I say? The guy from Merseyside. Merseyside. Well, I don't know. Like, it's just like, it just seems like a known goal, getting yourself into trouble. If a guy from Merseyside just said, "Look, I'm sorry about that. The payments, I've missed payments and that, and it's running late, but I'm going to pay you back the money." But when the guy from Merseyside, especially saying online, I ain't paying it back, and throwing out a few expletives and a bit of swearing in amongst it, like, I ain't paying that back, blah blah blah. And then that story as well about the 5 jobs, it's just made things worse for the guy from Merseyside. It's made things worse, isn't it? Don't forget, this just initially, this was just a dispute about an unpaid loan. An unpaid loan. Yeah, that was all it was. But it's now become, because of various things that have transpired. And I must say, the guy from Merseyside, he is his own worst enemy. He's got himself into trouble. It's him that's got himself into the trouble. The guy from Wales, the injured party, he just wants his money back. His cash. I think that's all he was happy with, to get his cash back. He might not go on the timetable he had agreed with the guy from Merseyside, but if he'd got his money back, I think he would have been happy and relieved to have got his money back. But I think it is only when he's seen that the person from Merseyside wasn't going to pay that money back, and came out with the story about the 5 jobs, etc., which in all probability is it doesn't look, it's not true at all, and it doesn't look as there's any truth in that. And I'm sure that now, if it is under a police investigation and all that, they would get to the truth of all that. They would get to the truth of all that. So all we can say about that thing now is, to sum it up, that we hope the guy from Wales somehow or another gets the outstanding balance. I mean, I don't know how he's going to get it now. Now it's part of the criminal investigation. How he's going to get that money that was owed. The last part. From the person who took the loan out. That's where we're at. So it might be that that police take action and all that against the guy from Merseyside, and he could, we don't know what's going to happen from there. But even then, I don't know if the guy from Wales will get his actual cash, the outstanding amount of cash that he was owed. The only thing we can say to the guy from Wales is look, don't lend any money out to people on YouTube or whatever, or social media platforms. Don't do it. If anybody asks you for any money or all stuff like that, just say to them, just go to direct them to a bank. Say, go to Barclays, NatWest, Lloyds, something like that. You just say, I'm not a bank. I am not a bank. Yeah. If anybody wants a loan in that, yeah, just point them to the local high street. Say, go down the high street and go to your bank, ask them for a loan. I do not do loans. That's what you want to say there. So anyway, hopefully that he will get some of. I mean, I don't know if it goes through the court, the court system. We don't know what's going to happen. It could be that if the guy from Merseyside cops it, or whatever, they might say like, you cop this and you're also fined or something. You've got to pay back. The injured party. You've got to pay them the money you owe them. You've got to pay them the money you owe them. Plus, this is the other thing. Plus, you receive punishment. You receive punishment. I mean, this is all went pear-shaped for the guy from Merseyside. The guy from Merseyside, I think he just had the hump one day. He had the hump one day when the guy from Wales said, "Look, I need the rest of my outstanding balance that I lent you that money. You know, I lent you that money out of the kindness of my heart, the goodness of my heart, and you're not keeping up the payments. You're behind." And whatever that, I don't think that was a hard thing to say, but it rubbed up the guy from Merseyside who well, he overreacted and he's made things worse for himself. You can't blame the guy from Wales about this, you know, the guy who lent the money. He's the injured party. He is the injured party, and yeah, he deserves to get his money back. Hopefully that they will get his money back through the courts. You know what I mean? As part of the, if it goes that way, through the courts procedure. You know, we do hope he gets his money back, but hopefully the guy from Wales, he'll learn a lesson from this, that you just don't lend money to people on YouTube, but you don't even know them really. You know what I mean? Like talking to them on like a couple of phone calls on I don't know, Instagram or whatever, and that. So you've just got to just don't let people pull at your heartstrings and that. You know, like they'll try and get you to feel sorry for them and all that. You just have to say to people, look, if you want a loan, try a bank, Barclays, NatWest, Lloyds, or whatever. I don't do loans, yeah. You know what I mean? Like you could say something like, there's an old saying, isn't there? You can have this one. The guy from Wales can have this saying. Say to them, I am never a lender or a borrower. B. That means I never lend and I never borrow. You know, I never lend money out. I don't borrow money. Never a lender or a borrower. B. I think that is an old saying, which is quite a useful saying on this side of YouTube. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah. I just thought I would do a quick spontaneous on this, like, sort of thing, like, because I think, like, a lot of people, like, are, you know, you have a bit of back and forth with people and all that, but you can see that this guy from Wales, like, yeah, it's quite a bit of money, you know. I mean, I think we were talking about, I think the outstanding amount he was owed was something like, was it 1100 and something or something like that, or you know, something. He was, or was it 850? I don't know the exact figure, but he was owed. You know what I mean? Look, you know, the guy's probably not got a lot of lolly in that. He's not got a lot of dosh and what have you. You don't know the guy. You know the guy's what he's got. The goodness of his heart, you know, he's give somebody a loan at Christmas. You know what I mean? Like quite a bit of dosh, like. As I say, he got some of it back, and then it all went pear-shaped. I mean, the guy from Merseyside was his own worst enemy. His own worst enemy. He's got himself into this situation. So, I mean, I think it's too late now, isn't it? Is it too late now, probably, for the guy from Merseyside to make amends? I mean, I don't know. I think there might be some sort of the police investigation could be well underway and all that sort of stuff, like. But even at the late stages, he could have turned around and went, "Oh, I've made a ricket here. Look, I'm going to pay back. I'm going to pay back the guy from Wales. I'm going to pay him back ASAP. Even if they run about and get the money." Sorry, I'm not laughing. This get the money from somewhere else, a loan of the money from somebody else. I don't mean on YouTube, like vulnerable people and that. Maybe he could have went to somewhere and said, "Look, I need to get some money. Like, blah, blah, blah. I've got myself in a rut and I've got to pay back this fella from Wales. That could have been a resolution. Do you know what I mean? Like, that could have been a resolution. Anyway, we hope the guy from Wales gets his money back. Yes. There's, in all probability, yes, he is to be found as the injured party. He's the injured party, and the guy from Merseyside has been found to be well, how can I put it? He's been found to be I'm trying to think of the word for it. If the guy from Wales is the injured party, the guy from Merseyside is probably, at this moment, he's looking like he is the guilty party. The guilty party. So you've got the injured party, the victim. The victim is the guy from Wales, and you have the guilty party, who is the guy from Merseyside. Yeah, I didn't want to use any names in that because I don't like all that clout chasing and all that. So that's why I used the names, the guy from Wales. People will probably know who it is, and the guy from Merseyside, But that's a very, very sad tale of somebody who's done a good thing around about Christmas to help somebody out, and it's all turned out. It's all turned out bad, isn't it, for him? It's turned out bad for him. So that's it. I'm just going to wind that on that one. I'll just talk about another thing in a moment. So we just say, like, we hope that guy does somehow or another, whether it's through the courts or whatever, we do hope that the injured party, the victim, the fella from Wales, gets any money that was outstanding in the loan he gave. He gets it back. Well, even if it's through the court orders or whatever, we do hope that he gets his cash back. He sees justice. He gets justice and gets his cash back some way or another. All right, I'm going to go into something else just before I go. This is just my thoughts on the dark corner of YouTube. The dark corner of YouTube. I just mentioned at the beginning of this live stream, I can't understand this thing about people, in this dark corner of YouTube at the moment, this back and forth thing about people talking about their family, personal business on YouTube. People saying, this, that, the other is going on with my family, and then another person is saying back to them, oh, this, that, the other. They're living all this toxic, negative stuff about their personal family business that is offline, off YouTube. What you do when you're off YouTube in your family, in your personal life, your personal business, your family life, whether you go to work, what you do when you're off YouTube, that is your personal business. You don't have to come onto YouTube and start explaining things to people. Yeah. And I'll tell you what it is like. The people do that because they haven't learned the lesson. The lesson is, I'm laughing at this because this is the lesson, right? The lesson is, the people who get caught up in this, they've got to learn to ignore what people are saying. Yeah. They've got to learn to ignore what people are saying. There's people like, all that sort of stuff. It can trigger people, certain people, not all people, but it seems to be quite a lot of people in the dark corner of YouTube that can be triggered by all this stuff. Do you know what I mean? All this stuff about like their personal family life off YouTube, their business, their own business offline. What are you doing about this? What are you doing about that? And all that. And then they're all coming back and forth to each other. What's that all about? I can't make this out. I can't make this out. Like, yeah. Do you know what I'm getting at here? Like, yeah, I don't want to mention names and all that. You know, I'm not clout chasing and that. But I'm thinking to myself, and the other thing as well is, it's just boring people to tears anyway. I'm not interested in. Uh, I think loads of people weren't interested in. There's two people arguing, say for example, right, about, oh, you're doing this offline, you're doing that offline, this happened, that happened, right? Right, right. So these two people are arguing. I'm just giving you an example. Two people arguing back and forth, community posts or videos or whatever, right? But all the rest of us, all the rest of people who, if anybody comes across this stuff, are not interested in them. The two of them, whoever they are bored to tears with people moaning about their offline, off YouTube, personal family business. We're not interested. We're not interested. Because they come onto YouTube for, I don't know, some fun, laughter, enjoyment, or whatever, or to see things that are interesting or whatever. We're not interested in people who are probably, I don't know, they're souped up with the electric soup, or they're on the what do you call it? You know, the sniff and all that stuff. They're dipping the beak or whatever. You know what I mean? Like on substances or alcoholic beverages, and then all this stuff about, oh, this happened offline, that happened offline. Look, I think most people we're not interested, we're not bothered, we're bored to tears with hearing these I don't know, these announcements. Let me just say good evening to a few people in the chat, yeah? Who we got here? Good evening to the Mr. England. There will always be in England. Let's hope England do the business on this quarter-final thing. I'm supporting England, by the way, I hope they win it. Yep, I am supporting England all the way, man. Good afternoon, good evening to the alter ego. Hope you're well, sir. Who else we got? Yeah, I said good evening to the Sean Wayne. Hope you're well, sir. Good evening to Mo from the wonderful city of Liverpool. Hope you're well, darling. Hope the weather's nice up there. It's been a bit grey up this way today. It went a little bit grey, but I think we've got a nice day tomorrow. And good afternoon, good evening to the one and only, the tremendous, terrific, wonderful, fabulous, absolutely sensational, gorgeous, beautiful Peggy. Hope you're well, darling. How's things? You doing okay? Yeah? Yeah. Peggy's fans will love that little sort of good evening I gave her there. It probably winds them up, doesn't it? People take this YouTube too seriously. Far too seriously. They've got to chill out a bit. You know what I mean? Like, definitely got to chill out a bit. Like, yeah. Hang on a minute. Who's this one? Somebody had a meltdown. Did you hear her having a meltdown? Because England played a song. Oh, what was that song for Peggy? Was it Mr. England? Was that a song for Peggy? Was it? Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. So yeah, this is it. I just thought I'd make a little spontaneous live on that sort of thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like the dark corner of YouTube and all that. You know, I was probably a bit late to the party with that thing, but I thought I would just give my input. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, you could say as well, like, I don't know, you know, this thing like from hero to zero, innit? And all that, like, That's what can happen on YouTube. You know, YouTube, people can be hero to zero. Like, you know what I mean? Like, everything is fast, nothing remains the same, everything is changing. It's not static, everything is on the move. Everything's on the move, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Like, everything is on the move. I think we this dark corner of YouTube and that, I think it needs to lighten up a bit. You know, lighten up a bit with a bit of light, a bit of humour. I think it's getting better. I think it is getting a bit better because people have just went through, you know, all that toxic, negative stuff, and after a while, it gets so repetitive. Repetitive and boring, especially with all the shouting and slagging matches. You know what I mean? Like, that just takes the biscuit, doesn't it? You know what I mean? You get some people on and they have conversations and all that. That's the way to go. If you have these channels with panels and all that, you know, with people with panels, if you get a few of the people on and are just having conversations and all that, that's all right. What you've got to watch with panels, I notice in the dark corner of YouTube, but people have got to be, you know, you've got to be self-aware that when, you know, these people that go on panels, they have to be self-aware that when they go into the panel, right, everybody's got to have a bit of a chat in it. Say there's 4 people on a panel, right? So 4 people, right? You can't have just one person hogging the mic. You get some people on there, they open their mouth and then they don't shut up and they don't let. So you do your 4 people, you get one, and one person might just talk non-stop, hardly breathe, have a breath, and let the other person speak. You've got to, sometimes silence is golden. Silence is golden. It's a little tip for people going on panels. Let other people speak in that. It's not all about you. Everybody. You've got to let people speak. Like, they'll have a little bit of input. You just get some people on there. I don't know whether they're bombed out their nuts or whatever. You know, like bombed out their heat, and they'll go in there and they're just talk, like, and they talk. Some people talk when other people are actually having a conversation. You could see 4 people on a panel, right, and 2 people are talking to each other back and forth, yeah. So you would think the other 2 people they're just listening, aren't they? This is what should happen. Well, 2 people are talking, but you know, they're having a conversation with each other, and the other 2 people would be listening in. But you can get 2 people having a conversation, talking to each other, and you could have one guy talking non-stop. No, in the conversation the 2 people are having back and forth, just talking to themselves. What's that about? You know what I mean? Like, do some people like the sound of their own voice? I'm not talking about myself here, by the way. I'm not talking about myself here, by the way. But yeah, that's oh yeah. So yeah, it's all about I don't know, it's all about balancing it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think at the moment, this dark corner of YouTube, if you want to call it, it is going through a transition from all that toxic negative stuff, you know, that really, really bad, nasty, negative stuff. And I think it is lightening up, because the thing is, nothing lasts forever. Everything is constantly on the move. Everything is all subject to change. Nothing lasts forever. And the people who are doing it, they just get fed up with it as well. They get fed up, you know, spouting out the negativity and toxicity. And they think, oh, what? It's the same old record that's stuck. You know, the same record. And they think, oh, what? I don't know. You know, what I would say to some people is, do yourself a favour, like, and if you're on a live stream, yeah, if you're on a live stream and you're giving it a bit of welly and all that, you know, all that arguing and that or whatever, you get caught in it. The next day or something, skip through the live stream, find out where you're talking, listen to yourself talking on the live stream, and then you'll think, oh, blooming hell, was that me? Was it? Oh, what? You know, you might be talking too much or whatever. You might be talking a load of rubbish, probably. Load of rubbish. And, you know, and then you can sort of evaluate your, you know, how you're going to carry on for the future. Carry on for the future. Well, I'll tell you what. Oh, good evening, Stevie boy. How you doing, sir? Hope all is well there in the wonderful Emerald Isle and what have you. I don't know. Shall I chuck the link out and see if anybody wants to jump on? Shall we try this? Let's try it. Oh, this is the fun. Let me reply to this guy. Johnny Sparrow, bro, get a job, then put some work in. Stop judging other people, you bum ass. The thing is, it's an alter ego. Mr. Alter Ego, I'm retired, sir. I've worked all my life, sir. And I actually do volunteering. Like, as a senior citizen, I volunteer. I was just in today doing a lunch club, setting up a lunch club, tables, all the food, everything. Just done it today, and then I went to the gym. But I don't judge people, and you know, I think everybody, we're all on a journey, man. No matter who you are out there, you've got to respect yourself and respect others. That's the way I'm off. Do you know what I mean? Like, non-judgmental is a big thing in my book. No, and the other thing, yeah, non-judgmental. That's the way to go. Like, that is the way to go. Yes, that is the way to go. Oh yeah, thank you, Mo. Thanks. See, that's my backup there, my resident singer, guitarist, and vocalist. Fantastic, Mo from City of Liverpool, Alter Ego. See? The thing is as well, but I don't take I've been doing this for a few years now, this YouTube thing. I don't take the bait and all that with the things. I don't take the bait like with comments and triggers and all that. It's I treat YouTube as a social media platform. Entertainment is what I sort of get out of it. You know, I treat it as entertainment. I don't take anything too serious. I don't take too serious. Like, yes, Mo's a senior citizen as well. Big up the senior citizens. Big up the senior citizens, isn't it? Sounds better than pensioner, doesn't it? Senior citizen sounds better than OAP. Yeah, OAP. Oh, what? You got to laugh, didn't you? But yeah, tomorrow's the voting, innit? You know, the old general election. Yes. We'll be voting pensioners, like the pensioners and senior citizens. The senior citizens will be voting to protect the triple lock on the pension. The triple lock on the pension, like, yeah. Aye. Oh yeah, Mo, yeah. Yes, big up the senior citizens. I think I might change my name, you know, my name to Old Boy. Old Boy. Do you ever see that movie with the Korean movie? It's a subtitle one, isn't it? The guy called Old Boy. I think is it. I don't know if he spells it OLD and then BHOY or BOY, but Old Boy, cracking film, cult classic Korean film. Might change the name to Old Boy. Yeah, Old Boy could be the way to go. It could be the way to go. Shall I put the link out and see if you get somebody to come on or that before I go? We'll take a chance with it, shall we? Let's see. We'll get the link. Where's the thing? We'll try it. Yeah. We got the link. Have we got the link here? Let's try this. So I'm just doing this on the phone, and so I won't be on much longer. But I thought we'll put the link out and see if there's a bit of feedback or whatever. The link's there, man. The link's there, yeah. The link is there if anybody wants to uptake the opportunity. Oh, by the way, but if anybody wants to jump on to talk, I do not allow profanities or swearing on the channel. No rude language. Yeah, we do have our standards. Do you know what I mean? Like, we have the dictator at work. The dictator is at work, and he does not like to hear the profanities and swearing. We do not like that on this channel. Like, yeah. Do you notice we don't get a lot of people in the chat because there's I've got over 250 people blocked. I bet there might have been a few people thinking I could thing me, but you get blocked. I mean, I don't like to boast about it, but it was probably one of the best things I ever done. Was starting to, I've done this before the new year just gone. I blocked tons of people, tons, because I thought, look, we don't want no aggravation, and I'm not into this thing for like clicks and views and monetization, buy me a coffee and all that stuff. This is a sort of a free channel, like a free channel. We don't do nothing like that. So it didn't really matter if I had to block some people, because it's like we didn't want anarchy, anarchy. We didn't want that. So that's what happened there. I blocked I've got over 250 blocked, and and I'm I'm pleased with that. That's why we might call me the dictator. I might change my name to the dictator. Yeah, good idea, that, isn't it? The dictator. Anyway, it looks like nobody's took up the link, so I'm going to pop off now because I've came on just done a spontaneous live. Good evening to the old school, Pete. How you doing, sir? Hope you're well there, Pete. Who else we got there? Oops. Yep. Oh, hang on a minute. I've just seen a comment here from the altar. Let me read this one out. Behave yourself, mate. You're an idiot. I've never put no work into the system, yet you're on here judging us. I've never put no work into the system. What do you mean the system? Listen, Mr. Alter. I tell you what, he's made me laugh with that one. He is a funny guy, this Alter. I want to know if this Alter Ego is the same guy I knew years ago. Like, he used to have about, I don't know, 10,000 subs or something, and he used to have all the Mark, what do you call that? Soft cell music and all that. He had a load of music on his channel, thousands of subs he had. I don't think he even bought them either. But if this is the same guy, Alter, he used to just call himself Alter, I think. And he had like Mark Almond, Soft Cell, all these music playlists and loads of music or whatever. Yeah, I remember you back then. You were cheeky back then as well. Yeah, yeah, Mo, what's that? Oh, he's cheeky, he is. I liked it when he had all his music stuff on his channel, but because I thought, all right, the guy's a bit cheeky, like, but at least he's into music, so that is a good sign. Even the cheeky people who are into music, we like them. We like them because this channel, we like all the music channels. We like all the music. Oh, hang on, I think I've got somebody in the back thing me jig. Oh, where's that, Mo? All right, let's get her on. I'm going to put you on, Mo, yeah? Right, here we go. Oh, hang on, where is she? How do I get you on there? How does this work? It doesn't seem to be doing anything. All right, Mo. I don't know what's happening. I see you in the back, Mo, but I can't get you to jump on the stage for some reason or another. Edit name. It's not doing it. Like, I don't know what's up there, Mo. I can't see it. Oh, you're in the back chat, like, oh yeah, the back chat thing. Yeah, I see you there, Mo. You didn't want to jump on the panel, did you? Yeah, I don't do a lot of that stuff, you know, that back chat stuff and that, but I think she was in I don't know if she wants to jump on the panel because when I click on the thing, like, oh, she's gone. Maybe that was it. Oh yeah, nice to talk to you there, Mo. Well done for that, darling. Well done. All right, I think what I'm going to do now. Yeah, I'm good, Mo. Thank you very much, darling. I'm very, very good. I think we've done it. That's just a bit it. I think we're going to wrap it up now. I might do another little live tomorrow morning, if anybody's up for that. Yeah. If all wants to know, like us senior citizens, we do things in the morning, I might do a little live in the morning. Yeah. Oh, he's still playing games, Peggy, yeah? This guy's a joker, isn't he, like? Oh, what's up with this guy, like? Oh, we'll humour him. We'll humour him, Peggy, innit, like? We'll humour the guy, yeah? Yeah. Don't know what's up with this guy, but Peggy, what's up with this guy, like? Yeah? He's probably too scared to jump on now. You know, like since I pulled him up. Do you remember I pulled him up a while back? Yeah. All right. I tell you what, I'm going to knock it head. So anyway, thanks very much, Mo. Stevie Boy, Sean, Mr. England. Who else have we got? Anybody else that was in there? I'm going to bring the curtain down. We might do a live. We'll do a live tomorrow morning. Yeah. Mo, thanks very much, Mo. Thank you to the one and only, the tremendous, terrific, wonderful, sensational, absolutely fabulous, gorgeous, beautiful Peggy. Thanks, darling, for that. And thanks for checking out that one. Yeah, well done, Peggy. Yeah, you can't get anything past you. They can't. Yeah, they can't get anything past you. Well done for that, darling. Sussing that out. Well done. Okay, I'm going to call it a night now. So everybody have a great evening. Be lucky and stay blessed. I'll catch you later. Yeah, my people. Bye for now. Bye.